Let's record. Okay, you've all been here last week. I'm just for Vasilina, definitely. I'm gonna say it just for that it's clear for everyone. We might publish this on YouTube, most probably on our YouTube channel. So if you do not want to be seen, please turn off your camera. Um, but other than that, we're really happy to see you and to have you. And yeah, great.
Great. And it's 6 o'clock in the morning here. So I'll explain a few things if we need. So we're installing a
Yeah.
template which has come from the Orion system into the reality making machine of planet Earth. That hasn't been done on this scale for the last 12,000 years. There hasn't been the kind of change on this planet in 12,000 years that we're just about to experience. So I was in a meditation after the call in Russia last week, and they opened some portal and they took part of my presence out to the planet that the star system that where this template comes from. So they told me before it's like 2000 years in front of us. It's very, very light. So what I was most impressed by is just how light everything is. And I checked in, like everything felt lighter physically. So this might not make sense. I'm just trying to work out. Mark might understand this because he's techie. He's a bit of a geek like me. They say that the mass of things is the same, but everything weighs a quarter of the weight that things weigh on Earth. And I don't know if that's because the quality of light there is different or if that's because gravity, it might be a smaller planet. I don't know how that works, but everything's just very light. And the remarkable thing, so it's got technology. So they have like transportation machines. They have, I mean, I didn't get to see the details, but I know they have that. They have technology. So we are moving into a future that still features many of the things we have here, but they really have balance with nature and they have an abundance of the natural systems are flourishing, and very unlike we have here. And then the part they showed me, which I love because we're moving into China now, is they have winged serpents in the air. So in China, you might call those dragons. So they have that in this civilization, in the Orion system. So all those things I got to see after the call with Russia last week, and I wanted to share those with you because when I say we're going to go through massive and dramatic change, the system, what they've shown me is what we're heading towards is not like what we have here today. It's nothing like it. And as I understand it, with the
Yes.
best way to say it is I read some books called from Alice Bailey. She channeled someone called the Tibetan, who is now one of the Ascended Masters, and she channeled him, I think maybe back in the 30s and 40s, 1930s and 40s. And he talked about this timeline we're moving into is the merging of the Atlantean technology and the Atlantean ethos and the Atlantean energies with the energies of Lemuria, which was extremely light, and then Atlantis was extremely powerful and materialistic. And what I saw would make perfect sense with that understanding that we're drawing those energies together of light and dark, but moving into this lighter version of our planet. Now, China.
Sounds great. Let's do
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the idea of templates or blueprints. Have you heard the term templates before?
it.
Because last week we talked
No,
about,
I've heard, yes. Yeah, I haven't joined that kind of mission, yes. But yeah, I've heard about the print. Yeah, and even through the picture, yeah, I can feel that energy, very light energy.
okay,
And yeah,
okay,
we
clear.
need it on the earth. Yeah, we definitely do. Yeah.
Okay, good. So I won't talk any more about what a template is or what it does today, because I don't think
No.
we need it today. And we'll come back to that another call if it's necessary.
Yeah.
So I've been also sort of dialed in. So they got me to open Google Maps after the call last week, and I've been putting my awareness into a particular part of China because it's very curious. Last week we had people in three different geographical locations in Russia, and that triangle was very stable energetically. And what's happened is they put me into the the east coast of China, and I've been putting my attention there all week, and it's almost forming a triangle with Beijing and with
Dali. Dali.
Dali in the west. So we don't have 3 points geographically, someone there, but it's almost like that. The way they explain it is I'm putting my presence almost like a point of light in the matrix for China. So it's a bit like we have three physical locations that we're dealing with at the same time. So I don't have any other words.
Me neither. I can only say I've been feeling a lot yesterday. I mean, of course, there is the eclipse as well. But it's also always that I feel like sort of the energies of what's coming. So, and China is quite fascinating for me because, like even Russia, I have a for quite some years I have a Russian friend in Berlin. Her name is also Ina, and um, so I even to Russia I have some sort of connection, but China is very much yeah, it is. It's sort of like a box that it's it's like it does with the internet and whatever. It's just closed off. It seems like really somewhere else. It's quite fascinating. And yeah, we have actually no one Chinese on the call. I mean, you two are in China. That's really, really helpful, obviously for the work, but that's also something which popped to our minds, like being, okay, what's what's happening? But yeah, Martina couldn't join. Yeah, please.
David, that was interesting that you said you saw the downloads of triangles. I've been having the same downloads, just triangles. And me being me, I'm just trying to put my personal touch in that. And then the message was like, no, no, that's the world. Like your mission. It's not your Tatiana mission. That's our mission. And so the triangle spin just downloads a lot of triangles. And the big calling for me is like, I have to be here. I don't care if I'm sick, if I'm whatever, if I'm dead, I have to be here for China. I just calling. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Yeah, there's definitely something about triangles. Mark's been making a video to explain a bit more, so we can publicize the work we're doing. I don't think it's any coincidence we haven't publicized this before China, so we're almost off the grid doing this at the moment. But when I explained it to him, it's like the heart of our planet Earth is giving out these triangles now into reality, and it's linked to this new template from Orion, so that because the heart space is so different in the template, and you can receive those triangles, and what I see is the body then transforms them up into the mind. And what it's doing is they're expanding your ability to connect. They're expanding human consciousness out beyond what we're used to. That's what I see the triangles are doing. So if you see triangles in meditation, it's very beautiful. And the hexagons we talked about last week are the ones that are being sent down from the spaceships, from the Arcturians who were assisting this process. So if you see hexagon energy, that's coming from the Arcturians, they're very much in the waters. They're really aiming what they're sending out into the waters as well as the winds. No, Vanessa is
That's
joining
Vanessa.
us.
Okay, great.
Okay. So we're just waiting for Vanessa.
Yeah, it's also very interesting because in India, yes, in Hindu tradition, today starts in Navaratri. Do you know Navaratri?
No.
Tatiana's nodding.
Have you heard? No.
No, I just learned it today. As a matter of fact, they have this app about stars, and I learned it just today. So please, yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
We thought you were going to tell us about the day.
Are you guys talking to me?
Or Vasilina, either of you.
Yes.
If you
No,
know
I'm
this, if you know
listening,
the
Vasilina,
significance,
too.
Yes, yes. I started to say that today is the first day of Navaratri. Navaratri in Vedic tradition, it's 9 days of Great Mother. So it's all about goddess energy and Shakti. And it's also represented by the triangle. Yeah, the
very beautiful.
feminine principle on the earth. So it's very interesting because today it's the first day of this Navaratri fest. Indian and also all people, no matter of tradition, or religion, celebrating this
Wow.
beautiful festival. So it's really now starting on this day.
Wow, fascinating. Oh, thank you for sharing. That's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Why don't we get comfy?
Why don't we get comfy? We're going to put some light music on to assist us get in the right space for the meditation. I'm going to channel some light language, Vasilina. Listen to the music. I channel some words. I give the best English description of what the words mean. And we receive, whether that be information, whether that be light, whether that be images. We simply receive and transmute those energies through our bodies. Tuma Tailo, Tuma Ke, Tuma Ekele. So those of you that have gathered here today for the sacred lands of China, Ulai Igai Toho Kianta, Uro Kiakta Lione. Today we begin to bring in the light for those lands. Loko Likai, Iraito, Rogai Rigame. The light from a distant solar system. Irai Tugame, Tolo Iga Nayane. Oko Igai Nehe Ti Antloki, Rogai Riaite. Nono Nigai Eke Tailo, Holo Ike Nayano. So the land lies quietly. The earth is deep in the lands of China. Rogo, Rigai, Ropete, Ano Ikalailo. So each of us can lie quietly in our hearts, they say, for this land. logo migaine, mokatailo, mokati. For there is deep sadness locked in the land of China. Lugu li anane, lugu li kanho, nayan nikateno, ki ana hekalai, ana logo nikatelo. Ru rantake, ru ranta nilo ki ana noko naya kelo ku ana te lan hom man kelo kayate. So we call in the divine template from Orion's gate, logo limanto, logo limayate, Iran Kaiho Ki Antolo. And we bring it deep into the earth of Mother China. Rugan Te Hai Nogo Ti Anlo, Irai Ugate. And the birds, as they fly into the sky, they know the change is here. Hirai Toho To Nanke. Anon Egatailo. Tulan te hayano, tulan henayaki, roman takai, roman kelo kinayate. So each of you is given a key for this procedure, for this process. Iran teho nankelo. And each of you, provided you use that key, we can proceed with the process for China. Tulan te hai, noman kai, noman kilo, noro ilaike, naman ukatelo piantano. Ilan ho tinai kenai koete loki. Tiran ekatailo nulai wenka wayane. So we call on great spirit of planet Earth. Eli Kelo Inan Oka Mele Eatai. Rumanta Kelo Ku Anane. Ri ran tehe timaino tiran timayone. that we may always walk with his great love in our heart. Hilanko, tayaneko nianai, noko liakelo ki anane no mankaito ki. And that all within China may know great spirit in their lives. Lugan lege, lugan tayane, ruman ailo ki enano yenta ka telo ki. We open all the heart spaces for the love of the Christ. Rigan rogo rankate, romankatelo, rokan hemakai, unka ekatelo. Tulen ere raikoti, turen akren uno aikale, tu ben lo, tu ben nayane, tu ben naklen usta huegre tailoki. So there is much darkness within the lands of China now. Uran kehe no manake, lukan eliti. And no one person can clear those lands. Lugan ere raigoti. It is up to all of us. Iraike logo the anane. But the logos of planet Earth would support that change from darkness towards light. Ligai logo anta. Urai kehe ti an. Ilan Urai Uraite. So within the lands of China, there has been much rape, there has been much war, there has been much destruction of the lands, of people, of the children. Irai Togo Ti Anno, Iman Kelo Ki Anano. In those timelines, the worst pieces, some of the worst pieces of the past that are locked in those lands, I cut and I free those timelines. Eli koho kiantane, rogo riga mayate. Alo igamaino, alo igate, tunan huege wayanelo I anakelo I anatailo winta woga regadayati. So yes, we call down the lords of time today. Ulan kehe no maike, the ones that control space-time in our universal energies. Irai komandake, Logai Likati. And with their permission and permission of the Logos of this planet, we create a new timeline. Irai Kuhai Huentako, the lands of China, to begin this afternoon. Irai Toho Huente Ki Anta Logatea Ki. So we do not speak the words, for they are not uttered at this time for recording. But this process begins a new timeline in this reality of planet Earth. Arenko tilon kenai koete koa lege naya irai koho huentaki loga ligatayano. So they leave a key with us for turning for the activation this afternoon. Loganta legayano logaya kinai huentake. And they give us the gift of the gifts of this earth, of Mother Gaia Sophia, Logaya, Logaya no, that we may know that there is a new mother within planet Earth, and that her name is Gaia Sophia. Logai ligai teho ne, Logai nekati, Runan rege romayano. Romana ke loki, and that we all may keep her within our hearts, and that whenever we need, her crystal diamond light is with us. Rugan rege rakayako hula wenkano. And not many of us know that the soul of Gaia has ascended from planet Earth. Eli Togo Megator Kona Wenkate in 2021, sorry. Lugan Nahuege Mayato, her soul ascended to another dimension. Lugana Tehe Kayanokati, and we now live within the crystal diamond heart of a multi-dimensional soul. Lugan Ekatayano, a soul gifted the name Mother Sophia. Lukana, Ukana, Wegetai, Roga, Rekatiloki, a light so bright it contains the seed of the soul of all that is, the birther of our cosmic day. So it is Mother Sophia who would speak through this channel. Ele telai kono ki antake, luga lea kayano. So in these lands of China, we begin a new process today, she says. Rugan raya telo ki anta, una huentake. So from the east of the country, from the oceans to the west, Eli, Uga, Makten, Kolai, that there is not one single centimeter, not one single person, not one single being who will be omitted from this process. Rugai Kelo, Rugai Ti. I bring all of my attention to this village, Lai Konai Quenta Ko Mantaki. This village of China, Lugai Huenta Huestrana Ke, Huentra Kolai Time Kenayano. And as the sun sets in the west today, Lugan Wege Raita Kimanta Ho. Tuman Kitayano, Tuman Kite, Lek Haro Haratayake. Ti Lamaya no, Ti Lamaya, I Ran Hekomaya Halo, Ti Anano, Ti Mana Halo Kayato. Irasto Raika Mayati, Ru Rakta Halo Ki. Tamasta Tamaktaho, Tamehai Kilo, Quenrai Kamina Noka Tayano. So in the new time that begins today, Lugan Waikome, the light may spread out across the Chinese soil, Igra Ugatayano, and the lands may begin to move a little. Irai Koho Tieno, Eli Wen Re Kemayano, Ulai Kemai Tilo Wenteko. Winds may rise, the oceans may swell, Luga Wenraiki. Because when the Chinese soil arises, the lands of the earth will change. Lugai Ere, Rumtake Loki. Which is why this room is playing the role of a particular key today. Rugan Kehai Lokame, for it is unlocking the potential of planet Earth. This process in China, they say. Namanho Namanke. So each of us here are given gifts today, gifts of the light. Rigai Te Hai Unkale Normal Kelan Twentako. That we may lie within this light. They suggest we spend 20 minutes sitting today. Olo Huenta Kelo Kimayano. To bring that light into our bodies. Logo Lia Maikote. The Logos of this earth would be waiting for us for that moment to gift us the keys for our life. Lugaya Ke, Lugaya Kokome, Kona Hanate, Kona Aikoli Lana O Katayaki. The keys of whatever we need, whatever we have, we deserve to learn today. Iran Koho Huentakai. Uno Keke. So when you're willing to come back into the body, we're going to breathe in, take 3 easy breaths together today. First breath, I'm going to bring it in through my nose and out through my mouth. The second. And the third. And if anyone would like to share anything that they saw, they felt, this is a great opportunity. We have time together. If you'd like to share something, please do. I'll leave it for
Yeah. It's very slight process, yes. Just in the beginning, I saw some bright pictures as a rainbow, yes, like a circle, and yeah, it's I just could feel that energy. Yeah, it was transforming by different pictures, sometimes not very clear, or I think it's not so important exactly the pictures, yes, but the energy, yes. And also I could observe some like map of land of China. Yeah, and you said in the beginning like it was hidden deep sadness on that land. Yeah, and I could feel that, yes, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and people need that transformation. Yeah, it's it was amazing to observe.
Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, you can keep spreading that
Yeah.
while you're in the country. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we're gonna stay in touch, and
Yeah.
I still 10 days in China because I'm here already half an year, and it's now time to visit Russia, to go to my country. So I'm just next 10 days here, but I'm gonna come back here again. So, and yeah, we'll see, because after a few days I also gonna do here like cacao ceremonies and all practices in which are guiding here. It's really reflect the general situation. Yeah. Because some, for example, even some feminine circles, it wasn't easy to, how to say, to form here. It was something like in China was kind of blocked. Yeah, so we'll see how it will go.
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. If you're part of ceremonies, you can pass it on.
Yeah.
Great. Lovely. I love it. Super. Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes. Thank you very much for what you're doing, and I'm really happy to be part of that experience. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You are very welcome to be here.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
had a very I had a very visceral experience this time. I felt like there were things releasing in my body, sudden sharp sensations, electricity. I felt just a releasing. There was energy shooting down my arm a couple of times. There was something in my hip. There were just all sorts of things, and it felt kind of like I had this sense of that I am connected to the planet. The part of me that is connected to the land of China was releasing.
Yeah.
Almost like I was a microcosm of the planet, and it was just like my Chinese land part was just, I just had some moments of just like, whoa, it was just the freeing of the energy. And yeah, I kind of saw myself as the planet in that sense, and that it was, yeah, I feel it now as I'm speaking. It was moving out of me, okay, we can release that now.
Wow.
Yeah, that is the process. We have to get to planetary ascension. So that it's interesting. They talked about Mother Gaia having passed, and there being a new multidimensional soul called I call it Gaia Sophia, because that just saves confusion for people. That Gaia has ascended. We still have the same planet, but we have like a higher order of soul. So as the planet starts to ascend, we're going to go through these kind of shocks. The land's going to move, right? That's what I'm fully expecting, the land to begin to move at some point. And we'll be processing our own shock and our own past lives we'll be rapidly moving through the body. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw in the chat, I'm just going to read it out for everyone. Vanessa shared in the chat. Such a soft, beautiful, feminine energy. China came in so clearly, for she was ready. The mother of dragons came in too, cleansing and clearing. Oh, that's beautiful. I saw a new grid being planted deep into the land. Thank you so much. Gratitude to all. Thank you, Vanessa, for being here.
Thank you.
I'd like to share.
Yeah, please.
So the same, it was like I came exactly like to China land, and when when you, David, was channeling about sadness in China, and I was very connected to my heart, and my heart felt like there was like a wall on top of my heart. Heart was pressed, like it was like something pressing over, very heavy. And China wall come out, so it's China wall, this pressing on the heart. And then icosahedron came, and it's like whole planet was just start connecting, and I focused just that light on China. And after that, this a huge energy of gratitude came, just gratitude for Mother Earth, and then love. And then and it was this desire just to hug, this impulse to hug China. So I gave it to hug China. It was like needed a hug. And rainbows came out too, but they were internal, like a chakras. And but the most like I like that Vasilina said that I focusing on feelings, not on images, though they're both important. And the feeling was like pain, like the heart was pressed, like remember, like for Russia, my heart was like this shooting pain, like acute pain. It's like somebody just stabbed in Russia. This one was different. This was like somebody just put something very heavy on top of Russia, like of China, excuse me, just like do cover it, you know, it was something heavy. And yeah, and then the gratitude and love was overwhelming. There was just like this love, and I still feel it. Oh, I talk about this. I feel like electricity all over me. Just love, love, and like need to be hugged, and just. And I enjoyed them, like how we have uh, the diamond crystal in me, and so I can just activate it. And so very grateful for the channel. It was amazing. Thank you guys, because it was just profound. Very glad to be here. Very grateful. Thank you guys. Thank you all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Ah,
So yes, they were recommending spending 20 minutes today just to sit with the energies and whatever light is there for us, because they were setting something up so we have access to whatever it is we need today. Would anyone else like to say anything? Yeah, please.
please, Irina.
I'll ask you to unmute.
Mhm. Yeah.
And here, I'd like to say some words also. My feelings were so new. It was very hot. Just energy and light. It was very hot, like I have a high temperature. All my body was just in the heat, and it was a great amount of electricity also, and my hands were moving and like transforming that field. And there were very bright images, also a rainbow in the beginning of meditation, waterfall and rainbow big, huge, transforming. And then I saw an old Chinese man with a beard, and he was doing something in rice fields near a river. You know, such a interesting Chinese picture. And then I saw a source of water, a little source of water, women around it, and suddenly it became from pure water. It became golden. And they were surprised and starting to look at it, and it was like a miracle. And everybody there in the picture, they were amazing. And then there were birds flying high in the sky. And also, while they were flying to the sun, everybody who was observing it, people, they started to be surprised, like they saw a miracle, such pictures. And at the end, there were crystals gifted, I don't know, to me, to everyone. I just feel it and took it with my hands. And they also transformed from white into blue. And there was one crystal put in my heart, in my chest. And then there appeared lots of crystals, blue crystals everywhere. So such is my experience. Thank you so much. It was really hard for me today for my body. It was not comfortable for my body. It was hot, and it pushed, and I had head pressure and different feelings. But it was amazing anyway. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah, there's something,
Oh,
Rena, and what you're sharing.
yeah.
Exactly right. It's like the body can't take that much energy, but it's like that's our natural state. Like what you're receiving is the gift of life, and I think that's what the birds were flying, and people couldn't believe is like this thing I'm going to call the gift of life. Like our bodies could contain 10 times more energy than we currently contain in them, and those blue crystals, they're the good. Yeah.
But we're so not used to that amount of energy. That's why you get that reaction. It's quite common. Like it can feel painful and yeah, just really overwhelming. That's also like when you open up to the divine love, right? It's so much, like you just get like blown away, sort of the little human, right? Oh my God, what's happening? Like, is this really like, can I take that? Is that all for me? Like, wow. So it is, but that's the density of the human, which then needs time to get used to all of that and have it sink into the cells until we are there fully. But yeah, that's the process. Thank you for sharing. Wow,
thank you so
beautiful.
much.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
Yeah, my ears have started ringing at a different frequency, like something just shifted in the room here. I'm like, what? Just what? What?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely have daylight now. That's good.
Sun has risen here. So I'm going to play a little music, if you don't mind, if you don't have anything else to share. It's a different song this week from last week. It's by an artist called Alex Serra, and it's a song called In the Real World. And we like it because the title says it all, really. So just wait 1 second. Okay.
In the real world, and I found myself in the real world. I'll meet you there in the real world. I'll see you in the real world, free from the guilt and oppression, free from the constant depression, open to just feel the emotion. Away from hatred and judgment, free from the killing and fighting. I'll meet you there in the real world.
Es como ir debajo de la piel, ir adentro, ir a algo más profundo. Y entonces ahí pasan cosas misteriosas. Me decía que la música no le pertenece a nadie. O sea, cuando haces música y conectas, entras en ella. Como algo que ya está, ya existe, ya existe.
Wake up and look around you. Look around, you see what's been missing for you to do. And let go of that veil that's stopping you from connecting to everything you knew. Everything you know. Stop paying attention to the things that make you tired, things that make you bored. Now, the power is yours. You are responsible for every situation. Stop fighting the system. The new liberation comes from the silence in you. I'll meet you there. Found my soul in the real world. I'll meet you there in the real world.
So we will see you next week.
We don't know which country's next.
We thought it's USA, but maybe it's somewhere else. So
But we'll be in touch as soon as we get told.
yeah, and we have the chat, so we'll see you there. Ciao, lovelies. Have a great day or sleep well, Tatiana.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you all.
Thanks so much.